And I suspect it is going to work now because those input stuff.
Good morning, everybody.
So they would have come up.
Good morning. Hey, I am so glad to see you all here. And to see this coming down as descending from heaven. Hopefully it's going to work in a heavenly way later. I'll wait till it stops. You all can hear me. Good morning. I'm Elizabeth Lynn. I'm the director of the Institute for Leadership and Service here at Valparaiso University, and I want to very warmly welcome you to the Helge Center and to our second annual BridgeWork conference. Let me tell you a little bit about the Institute for Leadership and Service and then about the conference itself. The Institute for Leadership and Service is a fairly new program at Valparaiso University. We took our first baby steps in about 2012. And then I think we really started running full force in 2014, and we have literally been running ever since, thanks to a wonderful, dedicated staff who are lined up in the back. So I'm just going to briefly ask them. So Thais Carter over there, Allison DeVries in the middle, and Andrew Weller to the right. Without them, we would still be in the baby step phase. The programs that we are running are focused on the central mission of Valparaiso University, which is to help our students prepare for a lifetime of leadership and service. And we really believe that the best way to help students prepare is by helping you all learn how to integrate your studies, your service, and your success, because you are very oriented towards all three. But sometimes you don't have as many opportunities to connect the dots. And we think the Institute for Leadership and Service can really help you with that integration process. We do so by providing a variety of opportunities. The first is the opportunity to hear from exemplary practitioners of leadership and service, and that's the Pathways to Purpose speaker series that Thais Carter coordinates. If you haven't been to one of our events, you should come. We have one coming up this Wednesday. Anna DeLuna, an alum who works on technology for people who are incarcerated. Very interesting pathway to purpose for her, and somebody you really would want to hear. That'll be at 5:30 this Wednesday. Along with opportunities to meet exemplary practitioners of leadership and service, we provide opportunities to serve in exemplary leadership and service organizations. And that's through the CAPS Fellows Program, which is a selective summer fellowship for some of our most talented and service-oriented students, placing you all in internships around the country, working on really key issues in our world and learning from people who have been doing it for a while. In addition, we offer opportunities to do coursework. There's a minor in philanthropic leadership and service that has courses, as well as we connect you to other courses at the university. We encourage opportunities for reflection through our Civic Reflection Initiative, which meets here one Saturday a month, for student-led reflection on your own civic engagement choices. And then finally, we want to provide you with opportunities for research and publication. And that brings us to BridgeWork and the reason that we're here today. Like the Institute itself, BridgeWork is really about making connections. In this case, the connection between your values, particularly your faith values, and your civic engagement in the world. And I think that this is particularly important for our students because as a group, you really are asking the question, what do my values call me to do when I leave here? How am I going to lead a life that's meaningful, that really takes into account what I've learned in my education and in my service, and that does work that truly helps the world? So we hear, I think, faculty like Chuck Schaefer here and colleagues in the Institute and in campus ministries hear continually your questions about how your faith and your action can be more thoroughly integrated. And BridgeWork is really an attempt to give you an opportunity to work out some of those connections yourselves. Each year we pick a topic in the relationship between faith and civic engagement and invite students to submit research related to that topic, and then to come to a conference for a day and engage with top-notch scholars who are pursuing that topic in their work, such as Allison Schnable, and top-notch practitioners who are out there in the world working on it in a kind of practical way, such as Linda Hartke, the CEO and president of Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Service. Last year, we lifted up the topic of millennials, faith, and philanthropy, and asked the question, who will be transformed? How will giving change as you, as a generation, carry your own values and faith commitments into that work? This year, we wanted to focus on a different kind of civic engagement, and that is the engagement of humanitarian work in a global context. We wanted a chance for you to do research and talk and think together about how you act out your values in service to others in a global context. That might mean work that carries you out of this country, but it also means work we're doing here at home in response to people coming to this country as immigrants and as refugees. So the focus of today is on the interaction between belief and action in humanitarian work in a global context. Let's talk a little bit about the program that we have for today. I think you all have your map to it in your hands. It's a day of different kinds of activities. We're going to start in a few minutes with a keynote address from Dr. Allison Schnable. And then we'll have a break around 10:15. Coffee will be coming in. Technology will be coming up. And then we're going to have research presentations by 5 of our really wonderful undergraduate students, moderated by Dr. Chuck Schaefer from International Studies. At noon, you can traverse the snowy terrain back to the Christopher Center for lunch. And you definitely don't want to miss it, because part of lunch is going to be a civic reflection discussion led by facilitators with our Civic Reflection Initiative. And I think that's going to be a really interesting conversation. So lunch will start around noon. The civic reflection portion will start probably around 12:20 or so. Then gravitate back here at 1 o'clock. We're going to go from theory to practice with opening remarks from Linda Hartke. And then a panel of practitioners that include current students, recent alums, and seasoned professionals out in the field. So that's going to be a very exciting conversation that Linda Hartke will moderate for us. We're going to conclude at 2:30 with some reflections from Allison Schnable, Linda Hartke, and Chuck Schaefer, and hopefully you all as well. And the conference is formally ending at 3, but the fun is not over. If you are available, we warmly invite you to come back here at 5 p.m. for film, falafel, and a fellowship. And this is a very special additional twist on the day. We're going to have a little fundraiser for the Salt World Relief Campaign, which is in support of an organization focusing on refugee concerns. And we're going to be showing a documentary by our colleague in the art department, Liz Werfel, and her co-directors, Saddam Al-Stabadi and Sarhan Shobani. So this is going to be a really exciting film. We have food from Mediterranean and a discussion with the filmmakers that will follow that. Hope you will come back for that and not let the snow deter you. And now, without any further delay, an immense pleasure, I want to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Allison Schnable. I first met Allison in 2012 when she was finishing up her dissertation at Princeton University, working with Robert Wuthmath, and who's just a great sociologist of American religion. And she was focusing on the rise of grassroots American development organizations, or what she called voluntrepreneurs. They're not Gingos. That's a little easier to pronounce. I could never quite get the word right. But I quickly discerned that here was a scholar and here was a topic that would really speak to our students. And I began looking for opportunities to bring her to Valpo to talk to you. Happily, she found her way to Indiana, joining the faculty of the School of Public and Environmental Affairs at Indiana University this fall as an assistant professor, where she teaches courses on the nonprofit sector and NGOs and international development, and also conducts research on globalization, nonprofit organizations, international development, and religion. And I think that connection to religion makes you a especially important conversation partner for us as an independent Lutheran university that really asks continually about the relationship between faith and action. Allison's not only a student of these things, however, she's also a veteran